What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, Talking with Views, episode 203. We are back. I have been sick, but we have to get this episode out because it is Olympic hockey predictions, the last minute hockey predictions for the men's side. The women's are going, the men's are underway, so let's get straight into it. So yes, unfortunately, I have been sick, very badly sick. I had lost my voice after a subbing duty with some kindergartners. Allergies came up and it made my voice worse. This is really the first day I've had a voice the whole day. So this is a very late recording, but games start on Wednesday and we got to get our predictions out now because I'm predicted every single game. And we'll do it very quickly. So we'll start off with the rosters. If you don't know what the rosters look like, here is a quick snippet of all of them. Canada has an all NHL team. Not surprised at all. Czechia, a couple in there. A little bit more of the overseas guys, but a pretty close to 50-50 there for Czechia. Denmark only has 4, Bjorkstrand, Ehlers, and Anderson, but Anderson in net definitely going to make a difference. Finland has an all-NHL team outside of one player, a defenseman from the National League, which is over in Switzerland. France only has one NHL player, Alexander Texier. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, a lot of people might know him, ex-NHL player, played over 700 games. Germany, not a lot, but they got Leon Draisaitl, JJ Peterka, Tim Stützle, Nico Sturm, Mo Seider, and Philip Grubauer, so a lot of good players when it comes to NHL talent. But a lot of players over from the DEL, which is the Nations Hockey League over in Germany. Italy, 0 NHL talent. This is the roster. I know 0 about Italy's team. A lot of guys I also hear are not born in Italy, so that's definitely going to be a difference maker in my opinion when it comes to chemistry there. Latvia, not a lot of players, but Merzlikins, Shilovs in net, definitely going to make a difference for Latvia. Slovakia, again, not a lot of NHL guys. Curious to see how the goaltending is going to be there with 3 guys not playing in the NHL. Sweden, all NHL roster there. Pretty good looking team in my opinion. Switzerland, a pretty nice half and half team between the National League and the NHL. Those are the names right there. In my opinion, a very nice balanced roster for them. And lastly, the United States, a full NHL team. Not surprised at all. Very similar to the Four Nations team for them. Now let's look at what is going down, the format for this. So it's going to start on the 11th, which is tomorrow. You're probably watching this on Wednesday, hopefully on Wednesday. So it started today, this morning, the 11th, and it's going to end on the 22nd. You can find all games on Peacock or NBC stations in the US. For Canada networks, CBC, GEM, and Sportsnet will have all the games for that. Each team will have 3 games of round robin plus a playoff game of some sort. The way the teams will be seated after the round robin will be placed on these criteria: highest position in the group, higher number of points, better goal differential, higher number of goals scored for, and a better 2020 IIHF world ranking. I do not have that in my predictions because I did not have that tiebreaker coming down to it, but that is a tiebreaker if we need it. Very interesting to see that come in. Top 4 teams will be granted a bye into the quarterfinals, where 5 through 12 will have to face each other in a qualification round in order to get to that quarterfinals. The point system for this: 3 points for a win, 1 point for an overtime win, or 1 point for an overtime loss, 2 points for an overtime win, no points for a regulation loss. So with that being said, here's the completed schedule. A lot of good games. A couple ones that I'm circling. Thursday, Czechia versus Canada. That should be pretty good. Germany versus Denmark. Very curious on what Denmark's going to look like. So that could be a very good game as well. Finland, Sweden. Huge matchup on Friday morning. But the bad thing is it's at 3:10 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. But later in the day, we get Canada, Switzerland. So a really good day of hockey for that. Saturday, pretty good. Sunday, though, U.S. versus Germany could be the battle of top seed in group for them. So that's very big game. That is at 12:10 10. So all the qualifications, playoffs, games are also listed right there for you guys. So let's get into my predictions. We'll start off with each team in the group. Group A has Switzerland, Czechia, Canada, and France. Group B has Finland, Sweden, Slovakia, Italy. And Group C has USA, Germany, Denmark, and Latvia. We'll start off with Group A. I think Canada goes undefeated, 3-0-0, 9 points for them. Could see an overtime result for against Czechia or Switzerland, but I still think Canada gets all the wins there. Czechia will come 2 in this one. 1 win, 1 overtime win, 1 regulation loss with 5 points. Obviously, the loss being to Canada. But they'll beat France and they'll beat Switzerland, and I think that's going to be in overtime. Switzerland will be 3rd with 4 points. They'll beat France. They'll lose to Canada, but they'll lose to Czechia in overtime, so that will give them that 4th point, where France will go winless. They'll lose all 3 in regulation. Thanks for coming. On to the next. Group B, Sweden, Finland, Slovakia, Italy is what I think. Italy, no points right there, so they're going in 4th. Sweden, I think, tops the group in a very close battle. They'll get 7 points. They'll beat Italy and Finland and Slovakia, but I think Finland and Slovakia will both be in overtime, giving them 7 points, where Finland will be just behind them at 6 points. That overtime loss to Sweden, in my opinion, will be the difference maker. They'll beat Italy, though, in regulation, and they'll beat Slovakia in overtime. For Slovakia, I think they'll beat Italy in regulation. They'll lose to Sweden and Finland in overtime. So that will give them 5 points, and it'll be a very tight Group B with, I think, a very good group of hockey right there as well. So definitely one to watch. Group C, I think, is the United States winning out in this one. I do see them winning in overtime against Germany, but the other 2 games, Denmark and Latvia, that will be regulation wins. Germany will get 6 points. They'll beat Latvia in regulation. They'll beat Denmark in overtime. They'll lose to the U.S. in overtime. For Denmark, they'll beat Latvia. They'll lose to the U.S. and Germany, both in overtime, giving them 4 points. And Latvia, I think, unfortunately, going winless. They're going to go 0-3, all regulation losses. Now, unfortunately, I think with the NHL teams releasing their players overseas, which I think is great, definitely way more fun to watch the Olympic hockey schedules now for the men's side. We're going to see a lot less upsets. I don't think a team like France, Italy, or Latvia is really going to have a great chance against a team like Sweden, US, Canada, or Finland, unfortunately. So I think that's going to be the downside to this. We could see a crazy result. We could see a 1980 kind of miracle thing, but I do not see that happening. But let's get into what the seeding looks like after the round robin. So Canada will get number 1, USA at 2, Sweden at 3, Germany at 4. That will be your first round buys into the quarterfinals. Finland will get 5, Czechia will get 6, Slovakia at 7, Switzerland at 8, Denmark at 9, and then at 10, 11, and 12 being the winless teams. But the better of the winless teams will be Latvia, then France, then Italy. I think Italy will be the worst of the 12 teams here. So now let's quickly get into the bracket and keep breaking down this thing. I want to make this a quick video for you guys because games probably already started for you. You guys already know our results here. So we got 5 versus 12. Finland versus Italy. The winner will play Germany. I think this is too easy for Finland. Finland just losing in the group stages to Sweden. They get the job done pretty easily against Italy and have a tough matchup against Germany. Number 6, Czechia versus number 11, France. They'll have to face number 3, Sweden for the winner. Czechia, way underrated in my opinion. Lukas Dostal in net for them. Definitely going to be a difference maker. They're the only team that have 3 goalies over 60 wins in the NHL combined. I think Czechia is a force to be reckoned with. I think Dostal gets the job done and helps them get further than they should in the playoffs. And they get it done against France. They'll go on and play Sweden. Number 8, Switzerland versus number 9, Denmark. The winner will play number 1, Canada. I think this is a pretty even matchup. I think it'll be very close. Could we see a difference maker come from Denmark's goaltender, Freddie Andersen, or could we not? I think Switzerland would just edge Denmark. I think it's going to be a very close matchup. But if Freddie Andersen's on his game, I could see him stealing the game, getting past Switzerland, and playing, unfortunately, Canada. And the last one, number 7, Slovakia versus number 10, Latvia. The winner will play number 2, USA. And for this one, I don't really think Latvia has much of a chance against Slovakia. I think Slovakia is also one of those underrated teams. They have some sneaky good players on there. And I think Latvia will keep it close because of Merlikins or Shilovs. I figure Merlikins will be in net. So if those two are going up against Slovakia, they could help out and keep it close. But Slovakia gets the job done. So we head to the quarterfinals. Number 2, USA versus number 7, Slovakia. I really don't think Slovakia has really gotten to their point where they're going to get a good chance to beat a USA team. USA's rested and ready at this point. So give me the United States to win that one. Number 1, Canada versus number 8, Switzerland. Again, Switzerland, I think, is a sneaky good team. I think it's a great balance of a roster between the home nation league and the National Hockey League. So I think it's going to be a really good matchup here, but Canada's just so good. Give me Canada to move on there. Number 3, Sweden. Number 6, Czechia. A weaker group for the most part, despite them being a close group for Sweden. But I think that's going to hurt them in the long run. I think they're not going to be ready for a team like Czechia, who I really am high on Czechia this year. I think they're really good. They got a good roster. They got a great goaltender tandem with all 3 guys, actually. So give me Czechia with the upset over Sweden. I think they move past Sweden, and then we see an upset, but I think it's going to be a really fun game to watch. Number 4, Germany versus number 5, Finland. A matchup that I think a lot of people would say Finland would destroy Germany in, but I really like what Germany has done. The roster is nothing crazy. I mean, they got some of the best players on there, yes. So I think we could see an upset here. I think Germany gets past. I think they get more ready when it comes to their group stage games. They're rested. They're ready for a team like Finland, who had to play another game to get in. I think they get past Finland and get an upset here, even though they're a higher seed. Now we head to the semifinals. We'll start off with number 6, Czechia versus number 4, Germany. Now, I doubt a lot of people have this as a semifinal game. I think a lot of people would have Sweden and Finland matching up again here. But again, high on both teams. I think Czechia is a very good team. I think Germany is going to be an underdog team that we're going to look at back and be like, wow, that team was really special. They had some good talent, some really good chemistry there. Unfortunately, I think it's going Czechia's way. I think if everything that I said before does come true with the goaltending, the way the roster is constructed, I think that's going to get them over the edge. Give me Czechia to go on to the gold medal game and Germany down to the bronze medal game. The semifinal, I think everybody wants to see. They would love to see in the gold medal game. The way the bracket happens for me, I got it in a semifinal. Number 2, United States versus number 1, Canada. Rematch of some legendary matchups. 4 nations most recently, obviously going Canada's way in the most recent matchup. But I think difference makers between these 2 teams is goaltending. Even though I think Jordan Binnington could be a very scary goalie, give me Connor Hellebuyck, give me Jake Oettinger, give me Jeremy Swayman. Any 3 of those goalies, I'm taking over Jordan Binnington any day of the week, regardless if it's for USA Canada or it's for their National Hockey League team. I'm going with the American goalies over Binnington. Now, looking at defense did not change at all for Canada. It changed a lot for the US because of injuries and things like that. But I got a lot better hope in the United States defense this year, especially bringing in Quinn Hughes. He's already been working a lot with Faber. Yes, they have not been paired up at practice together, but if they need to, they got that chemistry. He's a great player, Quinn Hughes. I think he's going to be a difference maker. And when it comes to the forwards, I would say maybe a little edge to Canada, but the grittiness of the United States, I think, keeps them in it. I think the U.S. gets past Canada. I think a lot of people would disagree with me. Yes, I might be a homer. I could care less. Give me the United States going past Canada into the gold medal game. Now, we'll talk about the bronze medal game first. Germany, Canada. Unfortunately, thanks for coming, Germany, but you come up against a team that just lost in a tough way. I think Canada wins bronze. I do not think Canada goes without a medal, regardless of what color it is. Canada doesn't lose 2 in a row in this tournament. They move on with an easy win, their first medal since the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics. Gold medal game, USA, Czechia. Both teams have not medaled in a long time. For the U.S., it's been 2010 Vancouver when they won silver there. Czechia hasn't gotten one since bronze in 2006 in Turin. So for this one, I think it's a very exciting matchup. But I think when it comes down to it, Czechia just will not have enough firepower in the end. I think the U.S. just kind of wears them down a little bit. That third period might be all United States. Give me the United States to win gold here. They win gold. Czechia with silver and Canada with bronze. All right, let's wrap this one up. Now, what do I truly want from this tournament? Obviously, I want the United States to medal. We haven't seen a medal from the men's side of hockey since 2010. The women's side gets it done. We got to get the men's side back in the hunt for medals here. So a U.S. medal would definitely be a plus. Little to no NHL players getting hurt for long-term injuries. Yes, we're going to see injuries. Hopefully they're not too bad. Obviously, I don't want the overseas players to get hurt either, but for the sake of keeping NHL players going to the Olympics, I do not want to see a long-term injury to one of these star players, because it's just going to make the whole process of them agreeing to this again very difficult. So hopefully no big long-term injuries to an NHL player. I want to see some entertaining hockey. I mean, there's already a couple matchups in round robin, which are going to be very fun to watch. Give me something good in the playoffs. Give me a good semifinal. Give me a really good gold medal, even a bronze medal game. Make it an entertaining hockey for me to watch, because it's going to be a quick tournament. It's going to be gone just like that. I want to miss it so bad. I don't want to look back and be like, yeah, there was like 1 game, 2 games. I want to be like, that whole tournament was amazing to watch. I want that again. So give me some entertaining hockey. And the last thing, give me one crazy result. Yes, I might not have all the craziest results here. Maybe it is a little chalky, but having Czechia in the gold medal game, that would be a crazy result. Give me something like that. Give me a team that I had winless winning an upset game in round robin. Give me something like that, because I think that will keep people's interest in this sport. There's a lot of stuff to watch in Olympics. There's a lot of dedication to wake up early for these games. Obviously, the U.S. games are lucky we're at noon and 3 on the East Coast side, but having this a crazy result or a nice storyline to keep following would definitely get people to tune in and make it a lot easier for us to wake up and watch these games. All right, guys, that would do it. Thank you guys for listening. 203 episodes in the books. I am officially back for podcasting. I will probably be doing more of just Olympic stuff right now, reacting to these games, these situations of where the seeding's going to go, medaling, stuff like that. So we're probably just talk about Olympics for the next week and a half. So if you guys like Olympics and you want to watch more, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, the bell icon to get notified when episodes like this drop. But once Olympics are over, we're back to the normal scheduling. College sports are wrapping up or starting up with college softball, college baseball, and other things like that. So we're going to talk about all that once the Olympics are over. So we appreciate you guys so much. Have an awesome rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys later.